right, 3CT. We're doing the Legacy Round 2. Tim, what do you...
Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Oh, we're recording now?
We're recording now, yeah.
What is this,
You're
Legacy?
just going to go catch him.
It's all right.
He's got to go catch them all.
But Tim, you're crunching over there. What's...
I'm having my first piece of pizza in 5 weeks.
So, is it just because you haven't eaten...
I'm really trying to be good.
Okay. So today it's...
So is this your
day.
first cheat day in 5 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's impressive. I will give you credit for that.
Yes, kudos for that.
Absolute credit for that. So as we're recording this, it is WrestleMania Saturday.
Whoop, whoop.
So you figure you're celebrating the holiest of holidays.
It is. It is a high holiday.
So you're drinking a Mickey Ultra.
Because Coors Light won't pay me.
I will soon be drinking probably some Broken Skull Lager.
I will have one in honor of Stone Cold.
In honor of Stone Cold.
In honor of Stone Cold
What?
Steve Austin.
What? So what is on your pizza, Tim?
It is the best combination of pizza toppings that you could ever put on a pizza.
What?
Bold claim.
We're
It
still
is
doing that?
pepperoni, bacon, and grilled chicken.
I don't hear sausage.
Pepperoni, bacon, and grilled chicken.
Yes.
I could get behind that.
This is the best combination.
I don't want to.
I've done science.
I don't want to.
But there's no pepperoni on that.
Yes, there is. There's pepperoni. That's
But
it.
there's no sausage on that.
There's neat sausage.
I don't want to steal off a man's plate, but if I can even cut a part off of a slice.
Pass it over to my man Big Jim.
Oh, you're letting me have a
You're
whole
gonna a whole.
Pass that over.
A
let
Hulk
me have
Hogan.
a whole one, a Hulk Hogan, right here.
Pass that over.
That sounds
And
crispy.
it's on a thin crust.
Dude,
It sounds crispy.
Papa John's thin crust is legit.
I mean, Shaquille O'Neal did it best, man. He solved racism and the Papa John's problem.
Right? I mean, that's true. I mean,
By solving the Papa John problem, didn't he solve racism? Yeah.
I mean that's a fantastic combination, Tim.
It's the pizza. And if when I go to Mod Pizza, have you talked about before? Pepperoni, grilled chicken, bacon,
Boom, bing, boom.
and then add a little garlic on top because they
garlic
have
on
the
I like the garlic ad.
Now you're a hot honey guy.
I do the hot honey on the top. The hot honey drizzle when it comes out.
Man.
You just have one bite with all the toppings on it.
Last
So many
night
things.
I
Did
got.
somebody show up? Is somebody here? Somebody's here.
Oh, I got to turn here.
Oh, he's not even turned
There we
on.
go.
Muted, yeah.
Unbelievable.
How's the pizza, though? Is it as advertised?
It's real fucking good.
Pretty good.
I don't know if I'd put it as my top.
Give me a piece back.
Unbelievable. It's coming back.
I'll eat the shit. I ain't had it.
will
Did you hear
too.
I had pizza in 5 weeks? You could damn near put your doo-doo butter on that. I'm going to eat it.
Wow. Wow.
And
Well, then.
And you can clip that and put it on the soundboard.
We are getting
We're
getting real on this one.
spray
love
with
butter.
the doo butter.
Wow.
all kinds of butter. Apple butter, peanut
Oh,
butter.
dude, I
I mean,
fucking love
you
apple
get in
butter.
that zone, though, like with the food that you think is so good. Like, someone could, like, if I give someone a piece of food and I'm like, this is the best I've ever had, and they don't enjoy it, I want them
Have
to
you tried Bartolo's pizza?
I want them to spit it back out and put it back on the plate, and
Yeah.
I will eat that because I
Yes.
don't want them to enjoy what I'm
I
enjoying.
understand.
Because if they don't like it, then
Right.
they don't deserve it.
They're not
Right, fuck
appreciating
them.
it.
Right. They
It
don't
is
deserve it.
fantastic. I've never had.
Okay, you're moving. You're saying fantastic now, Jim. You've moved that goalpost twice already.
Does the thin crust
It's
like
pizza.
make a difference?
It's pizza,
Eventually,
right,
It's
it's
pizza.
I love the thin crust.
Okay.
You love your crust thin.
I like it crispy.
Yeah, I do.
It's the crunch.
I feel like Mark's riling your dogs up.
Probably.
Mark, put away the peanut butter.
You can hear him in the background.
Of course you can.
So again, we're here. What it is?
our
WrestleMania
legacy.
Saturday.
It's WrestleMania Saturday, yeah.
Mark finally shows up to the party.
Hey,
You can
look.
hear him in the background.
Hey,
Did
Mark.
you bring Hodecker celery?
Look at this guy.
No, he
Oh,
didn't.
man.
Get out.
What'd you bring?
What did
better?
Mark
drink?
bring us? Mark, we're recording live right now. You're riling the dogs
I'm
up.
gonna sit.
You're,
If you bring a box of pizza in here, I swear to God,
no, he's going to bring a box of circus peanuts.
if he does, I'm gonna. That's even worse.
It is even worse. I will sit here.
Because if he's gonna bring the pizza I bought in here, saying he brought it, I'm kicking him in the dick. Oh yes!
Kicking him
Now-
around the dick.
Oh,
Get out of my
Look
house.
at this.
Get
there
out of my
it
house.
is. He brought the peeps for everybody.
Wait,
Let's
no,
go.
he's
The
still got a bag of goodies. All
He brought the circus
He brought some
peanuts.
circus peanuts.
The old Spanglers.
What we got?
Caramel creams are
Caramel
fucking
cream.
gross too.
Jesus.
Okay.
The dogs are upset.
You
We're
guys
putting
have
them
black
on.
licorice in there.
What else we got in there?
What else we got?
Cow tails?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, it keeps getting worse.
I'm about to burn this house to the ground. What else do we have?
Matt, it's your own house.
The bottle caps. Finally, some good
Oh, those are
candies
for
brought
Matt.
out.
That's for Matt. He loves
Finally.
bottle caps.
What? We got one more
What do we
thing?
got here?
Especially the root beer one.
The cream
We got
savers.
some cream
Oh,
savers.
cream.
We've redeemed ourselves.
You have redeemed.
Oh,
Look at
we're
this.
not done. We're not done.
Look at this. Cream savers.
Tootsie Pops?
Tootsie
So we got
Pops.
some
What
Tootsie
in the
Pops.
world?
I can't. I
Alright.
will share these.
Chocolate
If
Tootsie
And
anyone
they're
wants.
just the chocolate ones, too.
Oh,
Look at this
the
guy.
best
no,
ones.
you don't need
Look at
to
this
share.
guy.
These
You
are the
don't
best
need to share.
ones.
They are the absolute worst
They are
ones.
the.
No way.
They look like literal poop.
Yeah.
But they taste great.
They taste great and they're
Do
less
they?
filling. Yes.
Do they?
Yeah, but we're here talking about legacy. And if we're going to do legacy of lollipops,
Okay, so
the chocolate blow pop.
that is a bullshit lie.
That is so.
And I get legacies are opinion based,
Nah, man, this is factual. I
but
did
that
science.
is not correct.
Factually incorrect.
The finest circus peanuts since 1940. Speaking of legacy, these
finest-
Spangler.
That-
That's
Circus
probably
peanuts.
true. They didn't say the finest candy. They said the finest circus peanuts.
Since
So I'm staring at
1940.
this thing of Peeps. So there's a ice cream.
I'm
place.
going to open this. Will everybody eat one of these with me?
God, I haven't eaten one in 10 years.
How long has it been? Put one. Just smell that bag first. Smell that bag.
Since 1902.
Oh, they're so bad, aren't they? How could anybody call this a candy?
Smells so bad.
Just give it a
give it a
smell.
little whiff.
It smells exactly like you remember it too. It's so
That's
bad.
bad.
Every circus peanut that is in existence was made in 1937.
This is the most circus
Well, you
peanuts.
gotta smell the bag.
Smell that. That's just foul.
It literally feels like packaging material, like
It
a
does.
packing
It
peanut.
does feel like a packing peanut.
Well,
Do you eat the whole thing?
fuck it.
There we go.
Oh my god, it has a. Oh my god, this is
so
horrible.
weird.
Oh, it's so bad. Like, oh my
Is it
god,
almonds?
it's so good. Oh my god, it's so bad. It tastes like cleaner. Like it tastes like a cleaner
It
smell.
tastes like how a cleaner smells.
yeah,
Oh, this is so bad.
this
You
is not.
spit it out,
This
Jim.
is not
No, I only
enjoyable.
bit half of it.
I mean,
Was
you
I
have to
supposed-
you have to eat the whole thing. I bit it in half, but I will
Okay.
finish.
So I will say this: there's a redeeming quality here.
Okay, these
What?
these
What,
are
when
clearly
you
better,
swallow
correct?
it?
You would go
100%.
Peeps
Oh,
over
Peeps-
the.
I
Okay.
don't
Peeps
know that.
over-
I don't know that anyone's pounding the table for circus peanuts though.
No. Nobody. I didn't pound the table for Peeps.
And get this shit out. Get it out of my house.
You're more upset about the cowtail.
Put it in the cart. The dogs might like it.
Oh,
It'll,
please
it'll
no.
kill them.
It'd be a
Here,
laxative.
give these to Alex. I'm sure Alex likes these. Will he really? Will he eat them? He'll try them.
So
I
He'll be
have a
upset.
Weird, funky aftertaste on my
yeah,
tongue.
that's
It's,
If this
yes,
ruins my
that's
pizza
tough.
experience,
That's
I'm,
tough. Do you want to wash it down with a Peep?
No, I don't want to go buck wild.
so there's a ice cream restaurant in Lancaster. It's called Good Life. It's there for
yes,
Ferville Pike near the Panera across from Buffalo Wild Wings. We went there last night. We love it, but they had a
I'm gonna wash it
glowing.
down with some bottle caps.
It was like a glowing yellow ice cream, and I couldn't figure out what it was until I got up to it, and it is marshmallow Peeps
yeah, buddy.
Oh,
flavored ice cream.
No.
I mean, this one little kid was just going banana for this ice cream. Like, kid couldn't have been happier. And I'm just staring at this tub of yellow ice cream going, this is a mistake.
I mean, I really hope you called CPS at that point.
All right, like, sorry, we have a parent that's serving Peeps ice cream to their child. Please come get them.
They're the best parent in the world.
No, they're
No.
not.
I mean, even if you like Peeps, you can't think that Peeps ice cream
Right, like-
would be something that
like-
you would enjoy.
Here's the
If
thing.
I'm
I like,
honest, I probably wouldn't.
Thank
like, here's
you.
the deal. Like, Rocky Road has marshmallow in the ice cream. That is
Right.
fine.
And
I
fish
don't-
food too. Fish
Absolutely.
food, you get Rocky Road. Yeah,
I don't.
It's all
I
the
don't
same.
need. I don't need marshmallow, especially bullshit Peeps marshmallow.
What about Marksmell?
Intern
Oh,
Mark
I mean,
is
marshmallow is a whole different.
I'll take
Intern,
DJ
speaking of
Marshmallow
Marshmallow,
every day.
absolutely.
100%.
DJ Marshmallow is currently wrestling with one of your dogs. I think.
I think both of them.
Both of
Sorry,
them.
he-
Yeah.
he-
I think.
It's
I think.
a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah,
I think the bigger dog's
gonna win.
working.
Yeah, dog's gonna win.
Son of a bitch.
He's
So we're
working him up.
so we're doing this legacy thing. I mean, if it is your first time here,
No,
it's
just looking at that makes me sick.
Is it nauseating you?
Anyway.
we kind of we present a topic and like of that topic.
I just want to be sure here. The order again would go 1, 2, 3, correct?
I would eat a peep before I eat a bottle cap.
Get the fuck out.
Ryan,
Really?
will you give me a couple of cherry bottle caps?
Dude, the cherry bottle caps
Out
are
of there,
so good.
just-
Here,
I
I'll
got-
just shake a bunch into your hand.
There we go. Thank you so much.
What's the bottle caps? You
No,
can't go
I would
wrong.
rather do.
Well, I gotta eat.
The red ones are the greatest one.
I would
No.
rather crush up the bottle caps and snort them and then
Take a
actually
red
eat
one
them.
here, Mark.
I want a red one.
I gotta.
You gotta-
Which
You
one
gotta-
sends me into the Matrix?
I need an upper.
It was the red one. I need an upper.
So I think that was a root beer. I think.
You are not having fun. I can
There's
see
a
it.
root
Look
beer?
at
What
your
are the
face.
flavors? There's root beer.
There's root beer cola,
You're upset.
orange.
You know what? Just give me a little dollop.
The root beer ones are all right.
I'm gonna eat this. This one's cough medicine. Is this one?
I think the darker one is root beer. The lighter one is what? Which one do you have?
I just ate purple.
That's grape.
That's great.
Obviously, it's grape soda.
How
He's
was
gonna
it?
grape ya.
That's cola. That's a cola.
Grape you
The
in the mouth.
the grapest.
The
How's,
grapest.
how's the cola? Is it fine?
Tastes like cola.
The cola's good.
What's the Pepto?
I mean, that's
Which
what,
one's the Pepto?
That's
Is it
the
orange?
idea. You're supposed
No.
to be tasting
It's
a
like pink.
soda pop.
That's,
Can I see it
that's
closer?
probably the cola.
Unfortunately,
That is the cherry cola. It is
unfortunately
cherry
for the
soda. That's
bottle
my
caps,
favorite one.
They,
Sure, Mark.
they
Can you
taste
flip
like
the light on?
flat.
It's getting a little dark in here.
flat soda.
Thank you. But the cherry are the best. So it's cherry
Mm-hmm.
for me. It's cherry, orange,
I just figured something out.
grape.
They
and then
suck.
the,
Yeah,
The soda
No,
ones.
I figured out how they flavor LaCroix.
they just
They take a bottle cap
They take a bottle
and they
cap.
drop it into a
Fizzy
bottle
water.
of sparkling
into
water.
a bottle of tonic water. Yeah,
Yeah, tonic water.
100%.
That's why I
So
enjoy.
did you not give me any cherries at all?
You just ate a cherry. Right there's a cherry, my
Yeah,
guy.
these two
I
are
just
cherry.
ate that and it didn't taste like cherry.
Then maybe that was an orange
Oh,
one.
it tasted like dick. I bet.
Oh wow!
You know, it's been a long time since I've had the taste of dick in my mouth.
Let me assure you.
So
I won't go into the number of years it's been.
what? Now that because we're completely in
I'm all out of pizza. What's next?
what's the
You have a whole
legacy?
pizza over there.
I know, but we're talking. I
What's
don't
the
wanna-
legacy topic of choice for this episode?
Can't-
Brian pick?
I think we rapid fire. We each throw up a band.
Oh, okay.
Band.
A
Okay.
band.
All right.
I'm trying.
A band.
Okay. Ryan,
Or a bottle cap flavor.
I would rather not.
cherry, orange, grape, cola, root
throw
beer.
In that order.
throw up the first band. Let's hear it.
Matt, I'm glad you said that.
Ooh, you got a bubble. Got a little throw
I did get a throw bubble there. Yeah, I'm glad you caught that. Oh, Jesus Christ. We brought in Leo Rush. I can't tell if that's more Leo or if that's more Hormone Monster.
It's the hormone.
It's yeah.
Because it definitely
the
sounds
hormone
just
One
like
and the
Leo
same.
Rush. They're one in the same. Oh, we have visitors.
We do have visitors.
Or,
So-
by visitors, you mean the other people that live
Yes,
in this
that is
house,
correct.
right? Okay.
My
that
wife
is
and
fair.
child. Yeah.
Yes.
The visitors. to this
Perfect.
house, yeah.
So
I
Ryan,
will
what-
watch my Harshies for the rest of this episode. I'm
I'm pretty
Mark's
sure.
Mark's got him distracted.
I'm pretty sure that child has been around when Matt is watching football. So I think.
No, she's normally napping.
Okay,
Make
well,
that
that's
up.
probably a
Flim,
good idea.
flam, flarm.
right. Right.
All right, so Ryan, bands.
Oh, yes, so bands. So I guess if the idea of a legacy, we've discussed this already. You want to go over again what a legacy idea is? If this is our first time hearing it.
Yeah,
What's up,
so-
little guy?
Sure,
What's up, my
since
guy?
we're
Come
gonna
here.
talk about-
Bam. Whoa, whoa.
Oh no,
You get out of there, mean dog.
You tripped her,
Ryan!
Ryan.
Why
No,
did you
where
trip
did I
Matt's
trip her?
daughter?
You
She was
tripped
so
my
far away.
child.
Monster!
My goodness.
You went all Stretch Armstrong and
I was
just
going to give her a
clipped
fist
feet out.
bump, but her
Least-
shoe ended
You
up over
punched
here.
his daughter in the
No,
face.
that's not what I said.
Lisa will say, "Not nice, Ryan."
Hi, Liesel. What's up, my guy?
My God.
All right.
What's
for-
up?
All right, we're trying to talk about legacy.
Look,
so
get in here.
All of these bands.
How
say,
are you?
Say these bands
It's
are
so good to see
retired.
you
or not
again.
gonna- can you cut his?
I can't.
The little girl.
Go ahead. There we
There
go.
we
You
go.
Explain
He
it.
can't talk anymore. God's taken his voice box. So what we're gonna do is for all of the bands we're gonna cover, if there's one particular song or performance or album that can stand up and be the definitive piece of work from this act, when they're all dead and gone or retired or going in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, what's it going to be? And that's kind of that encapsulates what we're talking about here with legacy.
Sure.
Does that round it out for you,
That
Ryan?
rounds it out so good.
I know.
It
Not
couldn't have been rounded out
as
better.
round as these bottle caps.
Much better than you would have said.
And
it,
some
Ryan.
might think there's going to be bands where we can maybe say that won't have a legacy song. So I challenge you.
Like Green Day.
I
Yeah,
challenge
I
you
get it.
immediately Yeah, look, you've upset the child now. I challenge you immediately
Not punching.
with the band Kiss.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Look, I'm making. Look, she's choking hearing the bane. Hearing the name. I get it.
It's
I get it.
upsetting
Yeah,
her.
she's upset now. She's choking.
Unbelievable.
So I think
Oh, you got a toy.
Stitch. It's Experiment 626.
Oh, Marcus.
By
What are you
golly.
doing?
Doing, Mark.
How dare you? But for Kiss, since I am the Kiss aficionado.
Yes,
I-
you are clearly the biggest
of
Kiss
anyone
fan
at
the
this table, I would say that. Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah.
what kind of monster would be a Kiss?
I mean, I am a
Agreed.
knight in Satan's service.
Yes, 100%.
As they,
You call your wife or significant other Beth
yeah.
on a
Because
good day.
song. I mean, that's awful nice of you.
On the way over here, you were saying how Peter Criss is your favorite drummer
Of all time. Yeah.
right? And how his drumming was so in depth and so.
It was so good that they
So
used
good.
his drumming to lay the groundwork for instrumental, like keyboard drum sets.
I mean, you couldn't be more accurate.
You know,
100%. Yeah.
that's rock and roll. So, but in all seriousness, I think I kind of alluded to what I think the legacy song for Kiss is going to be, which is Rock and Roll All Night. That's it.
I mean, you are 100% right. I mean, if you would poll this 100 random people on the streets, I think that is going to be your most.
I'm not
common
saying
answer.
that's my favorite Kiss song.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
That's what they're best known for, yeah.
As a Kiss
I mean,
scholar, I would say.
oh,
Right,
there's
naturally.
so many better songs. Naturally.
There's tons.
I'm sure.
I mean,
I
there's
could- I
like
could-
two better songs.
I could literally name one after another, after another.
We probably
You
don't
can
want to do
name
that.
3 Kiss songs.
I can name 5.
Can I name 3 Kiss songs?
I can
Can
name
you
5.
name 3 Kiss songs? I picked a great band.
good.
This is so good. So we have Rock and Roll All Night
Yep.
That's one.
and Part of Every Day.
Yep. Part of every day. Of course, the greatest Kiss song of all time, God of Thunder.
there you go.
Right.
Oh, and the only reason I know that
Dale
is
Thornburg.
Kiss Demon.
Sure.
Um,
Man, come on, man. Your greatest drummer of all time sang this song.
Yep.
How do you not know the song? We talked about it on the way to Matt's house.
Matt, moments ago,
Matt
asked,
literally said the song
What's the
about
song?
a minute and a half ago.
What's the song he
yeah,
did about
I
his
can think
mom?
of 4 more. We have Beth, right?
Beth.
There's
There it
there's
is.
Beth.
Cool.
You know he did his mom?
He didn't do his.
He should have.
He should have. That's what the song was about.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. What other ones can you name, Matt? Since Tim is.
What
clear-
can I name?
Bill-
Lick It Up.
I mean, I think for
Look
Tim,
it up.
I-
That's a classic.
Who
Deep-
did Built This City?
Starship.
Jefferson
Starship.
Okay, that's another Kiss song. Got it.
There is Detroit Rock City.
There
That's
you
the one
That's
I was
a big
thinking
one,
of.
Detroit Rock
Yeah.
City.
No, honestly, like I was thinking
There
that. I was
is
like, the name of
the city.
Strutter.
Strutter.
Okay.
Better covered by the Donnas, quite frankly.
I'm tapped out at that.
You've tapped out at that.
Okay.
All right.
Really?
I mean,
don't-
there
you don't-
was Psycho Circus.
There you go.
I Was Made for Loving You.
Uh huh.
Which
Okay,
is,
I have
which
heard
is
of
the
that
disco
one.
song.
You don't
Yeah.
want to like shout it.
Shout it out.
Okay,
loud.
I have
There
heard
you go.
shout
I
out
mean-
loud. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, of course, there's like Nothing to Lose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's one. I didn't even have to. Love Gun.
There you go.
Love
Gun,
Gun.
Love Gun.
Okay.
Christine 16.
These are all terrible songs.
These are all
but yes.
terrible songs.
Rock and Roll All Night and Part of Every Day. That's going to be the legacy song.
That is the legacy song for sure.
I would definitely tend to agree.
Yes.
On that one.
What is your favorite Kiss song? Because you're obviously the Kiss guy, Jim.
My favorite is probably Going Blind. Actually.
Going Blind's a great song.
Then I got to
actually.
stop doing God of Thunder. I thought you were just going to.
Yeah. No. Going Blind.
Going Blind's great.
The greatest rock and roll band.
The best, actually, in the version I prefer of it is off their MTV Unplugged.
Nice.
Real good. Real good.
For being your friend that long, I know this track. It's
Yes.
a great song.
Yes,
Real-
you've heard
real-
that song.
Real
before.
good.
So
That's it.
I mean, yeah, I think
Hey,
we
Rock and Roll All Night party.
we
Okay,
have
so-
easily.
Yeah, 100%. So that was your
That was Ryan.
That was
Ryan.
my suggestion.
So we go to Jim or do we go to Tim?
Which way do you want to go?
We'll go to you, Tim.
We're
We'll
going-
go to me last.
Well, I mean,
Oh yeah. Well,
so-
the host has to go last. I'm sorry.
Right, naturally.
Unless you want to
Jim,
hit it with the reverse.
Jim,
No,
I
no,
apologize.
No, I'm good. I'll
okay.
go second.
It's okay.
Jim.
Just
Jim.
watch it. You'll be in
I'm
probation.
the two-man here. I can,
Lisa will say, "Not nice, Big Jim."
I
My
can
guy.
swing it.
No fist.
Ryan, you're scared. She's scared of
I mean, you tripped her earlier.
I didn't
You
trip
did.
you.
Yeah, you pushed
I
her to the
didn't
ground.
trip
You pushed her, you tripped her, and you threatened to punch her.
That's not true.
I just saw you threaten to punch her.
No.
You went halfway across the table with your
I lunged
fist.
across here. Let's watch. Give me one.
Just do it
There
again.
we go.
She gets it.
Lisa will say, "Not nice, Ryan."
Yeah.
So
Doesn't like to perform.
I know
She
that-
knows.
I don't want to steal. I won't steal Matt Sunshine because I think he's going to go around and call this one.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to pick as the legacy artist group we're going to go through. Let us talk a little bit about a group called. I want to do it anyways. Timely. Let's talk about the Foo Fighters.
It's not who I was going to pick. So.
I know. Well,
Good.
because
Yep.
I was going to talk about the band that you had brought up earlier.
Okay.
As a jab to him.
So jabby.
No one wants to talk about that shit. Yeah, I get it.
But obviously, and it kind of stinks that we're the last podcast we talked about Scott Hall a little bit. Now we're talking about
Yeah.
Taylor from the band.
I think there's 3 for Foo Fighters that
Got to pick one.
I know, but I think there's 3. So
Yeah, like
someone's
I don't
gonna
think
get
you're. I don't
fucked
think it's
over.
like Kiss where there's a
For me-
definitive.
For me, I think it's gonna be Best of You.
Okay.
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 That's not what I was thinking of my 3. So okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I think
that's
best.
a good one.
I think Best of You. It's driving. It is definitive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a step away. I think it's one of the songs, or one of the first songs I can think of from the Foo Fighters that breaks away from the super fun-loving, front-facing
Yeah.
part. Because when you think of Foo
Their
Fighters,
first 2 albums, their first 3 actually, were a lot of just having fun.
yeah, and then eventually you get to the point where it's like they hit you with, just like with all bands. Like if you think about, like, I don't want to say other bands because we may talk about them, but as a band goes along through time, you're fortunate enough to see their viewpoint change. And when you're younger, it's all about having fun. You're with your buds, you're drinking, you're partying, or whatever. Then you have kids, and you get married, and you settle down, and you're making decisions, and then you're writing from a different perspective, but you're the same guy. And Best of You, really strong, deep emotions that it comes from. It's a simple song. Everybody knows it. Everybody's heard it.
Yep.
And to me, it encapsulates everything
Yeah.
of the Foo Fighters.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Can't necessarily go wrong there. Matt, you said you had 3 in mind, but
I
what's
did
the
have-
one?
I'll choose my one to me that's
Your 1A.
my 1A, and for the sake of why we're talking about this, my Taylor song, and that's "Learn to Fly," because it's more so the music video, like because Taylor Hawkins was a beautiful man, and he dressed as a gorgeous stewardess in that
Yes.
music video. And you got Tenacious D, but I think that's also the song that. Like, there's other songs that are probably more popular, but that one, I think, with the music video, just kind of launched them towards the path that got us the next 3 albums because they just built off of that success. So there's more popular songs on the album before that one, but I think Learn to Fly stands out on that album as the best song of that album, probably their biggest one, and especially the one where Taylor got to shine.
Yeah,
That was mine. That would have been mine.
Yeah, and I vividly remember, because Learn to Fly would have been right around the TRL days, right?
Yep.
That was
yep.
99.
So yeah, when Color and Shape came out, that was when they took off.
And like I remember, because I used to be a TRL kid. Like I used to watch it all the time, and like I remember the debut of.
And
Learn to Fly.
that video was just
It was
fun.
It was
so
great.
fun. Like Jack Black is in it, and
And like I didn't even recognize a lot of the people that were in it.
right.
But I knew the band, and I'm like, that chick's a dude.
Yeah, and
like
Dave and Taylor get to wear fat suits. Like everyone's
Right.
just like
And it
having
wasn't-
fun. They're on planes, and
Yeah,
it's
they were
just
the
a
pilots. They were doing everything.
They're doing drugs. They're doing mushrooms. Like they encapsulated rock and roll in that movie.
They
like
sure did.
everything was just in that, and it was fun. And the song is just great. Like everyone loves to sing along to that. When I saw
Yeah.
the Foo Fighters in concert, they closed to that song. And when Dave Grohl came out for the encore before they played it, he was like, "Oh, I feel like I'm at a Bon Jovi concert," and he like parodied and fit. What's the cowboy song by Bon Jovi?
Wanted Dead or Alive?
Dead or
Yeah,
Alive,
and
yeah.
he put the lyrics of Dead or Alive into Learn to Fly, and just like on the spot, and I was like, this song is just fantastic. And if you can tie in other songs into this, then you've made it. Kudos to you, Dave Grohl.
For sure.
So Ryan, you said that would have been the same for
That
you?
would have been if we, yeah, that. Well, go ahead.
I think There Goes My Hero.
That was my other one.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, as a drummer, like that opening, like drum riff just will always
A throwback to his
always
days,
stand out. And like, it's like used in Varsity Blues. Like, it's a great like pump up song. Like bands, football stadium, like all of it. Like, and like. It's a powerful song too. Like if you think of the lyrics and whatnot, like it just that one. When I think of the Foo Fighters, that's usually the first song that comes to mind.
I prefer the unplugged version better than
The unplugged version is really good. Like the unplugged version of Times Like These, is
Real good.
See,
Real good.
that's my two.
Like that one's up there as well for me.
Yeah. And the other two songs I was thinking of haven't even been named yet, so it's
what are
crazy
they?
like how deep they're. Well, I'm gonna let
Everlong?
Ryan go. Yeah,
Is that your
Everlong is
other
one.
one, right? If I had to pick another one, Everlong would be my next one.
So do you know like the intro of that song, like the more like acoustic, like stripped down? That was because of Howard Stern.
Oh, for real? I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
because they were going to like be on his show, but like at the time with like the old station they were at, like they couldn't bring in
Gear.
like the full band and the full gear and stuff. So he's like, we'll just kind of strip it down, and they did, and it's like become iconic for them.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
And what's crazy enough for me is like even though like I know that is, and this is kind of the beauty of the Dave Grohl connection. Subliminally in my head, I equate Everlong as being a Nirvana track.
Yeah, I mean it's on the cusp.
It feels very.
It does, yeah.
It feels like that might have been a song that they would
like
have
they
done.
had in the Notebook
And he was
already.
just like,
yeah,
he's like, man,
Like this song has to still make the light of
yeah,
day.
because like
Yeah.
the legacy of the song was
the song
so
itself.
good.
yeah.
And like the way and now saying that, imagine it's Cobain
Right.
doing the words and being, and it's just.
So I automatically don't like it.
And that's but that's the crazy thing is like especially with the Foo Fighters and Dave Grohl specifically, like and his story sometimes the tragedy of stories isn't the person that's lost, it's the people that are left behind.
Yeah.
He's in the hottest popularizing band in the world and he loses his front man.
Right.
Yeah.
He becomes the front man after being the drummer, and then loses.
And
his
loses
drummer.
Yeah, and
He
it was
was,
like
yeah.
pretty much like his best friend in that
Just
band.
awful.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, like I mean, within minutes of hearing the news of Taylor's passing, like my immediate thought was like how
Yeah, man,
how
that
are you,
sucks
Dave?
for
Like
him, yeah.
like
And we're coming up on the anniversary of Cobain's passing
Yeah,
too.
we're about a
Like
week
Taylor,
away.
yeah, Taylor died less than 2 weeks before the anniversary
Crazy.
of Cobain. So it's just insanity. And I remember hearing a interview recently. It's an older interview, but it was new to my ears, where Dave was talking about the passing of Kurt Cobain, and he's like, I don't ever want to hear a band I'm on being fronted by anyone else, because it's like if it's not him, if it's not Kurt Cobain, it's him. Well, now is he going to feel the same way about the drums? Like,
I feel like as how, and obviously it's speculation, but I feel like for as close as
Dude,
he
these
and
bottle
Taylor
caps are
were,
so good.
I don't see the
Stop.
Foo
You
Fighters
have to lie.
continuing. Like I don't see a world where Dave Grohl doesn't make music.
right.
It's just tough to imagine him like doing this again, like building that band up again.
Yeah, but I think everybody knows and loves Dave Grohl. So I think anything that he does, like people are
I mean,
going to
he's
gravitate to.
He's got the connection to Zach Brown Band.
That's true.
Yeah, I
like-
don't see, unfortunately, like I just don't, and respectfully too, I don't see the Foo Fighters continuing.
No,
I can't.
No, I don't
I
see
don't
that.
think that- I don't
Maybe
think he
maybe a
would-
super grouping. He knows everybody.
I don't.
I mean, imagine a
that's
super
the
group
thing, I
with
don't-
somebody like a Zach Brown and like somebody for Queens of the. I mean, there's just so many people that would love to collab with him. I don't know why we'd ever have to make a new band and start fresh again.
Like,
And I don't think the Foo Fighters.
No, I
Just
don't. I don't
replace the
see
drummer. That's
I
not-
don't see
it's-
that happening.
and the
no.
thing is too is
It's
like
same with Led Zeppelin. Like they've never replaced Bonham except with his son, like on a couple tours. Like they've never been like, let's get a studio drummer in and play with us.
Yeah.
When they were all still alive. Like so, yeah, they're not. And I think we're at the same point with that. It's as crazy as it is to say. Like we look back at a band like Led Zeppelin. Like that's an iconic band. Foo Fighters. Even though they're recent, that's an iconic band.
Oh, absolutely.
they're the
100%.
greatest. I feel like Marcus and I have had.
They're
this
in my
conversation.
top 5
I
for
think
sure.
they might be the greatest American rock band.
I don't know that I put them at that level, but they're certainly in my top 5 for sure, 100%.
Like talking like rock music as a whole, like
And that's the thing, because like I'm
there's
still
so many
thinking of
different-
other songs. Like the other song that hasn't been named that I thought would be like their testament was "Big Me," which was their breakout into like, oh hey, here's the Foo Fighters, and here's a fun music video. Like the Mentos commercials are fun. Let's
Fudos.
Yeah.
fucking play off of that.
Yeah.
And All My Life off of the same album as Times Like These was just a fantastic track.
I mean, the Pretender was a song. I
Pretender,
was thinking
like
about.
Hey Johnny Park was a phenomenal
Yeah,
song. Like
it's-
they have a ton of them, and these are just like songs that we were in like high school when they came out, and then they made like 3 more albums, which were still.
I think they
very
got
good.
musically. I think "Rope" is probably one of the
100%.
greatest
100%,
musically sounding
yeah.
songs that they put out.
Yeah, it didn't have the radio hits, but it was such a good album, and that's like, where can you go from there?
I'm
Right.
sorry if that upsets anybody.
and that's the
Sorry, Mark.
and the beauty and that's kind of the thing too is like people could make a case that Taylor Hawkins is like the best. He was like one of the best active drummers.
Yeah,
in music.
100%. Yeah.
How do you replace God? How do you replace?
I
like,
mean-
your number one.
And that's what Zeppelin went through. Like John Bonham was a fantastic drummer, and when they went through the roster at that time, they were like, we can't replace this, so we're not doing it anymore.
Like-
And that's probably what Foo Fighters will do.
not to like maybe steal a thing for you, but it's like I won't say the band name, but I'll say like people in it. When Cliff died,
Yeah.
and they had
Yeah.
to replace Cliff.
That's that's fair.
Yeah.
Like they
got
they
somebody- Mark, get some candy.
even getting Jason.
I mean, it
It
changed the
wasn't-
band.
It
changed
changed. It
the
wasn't.
band.
And getting Rob changed the band. So,
Yeah.
But I feel like especially from because we all love. Well, at least I really love Some Kind of Monster. When they're going through the part where they're interviewing and they're trying to get the new bassist, they mention that that certain things hadn't been played that way since Cliff. So switching from Cliff to Jason is one thing. But going back to Rob almost feels, in a way, going back to a
Back in
version
time.
of Cliff. And, like, going back. So, like, if the Foo Fighters were to do this, do they go back and, like, does Dave drum and sing? And you find a new rhythm guitarist?
It's very Genesis of them.
Yeah. I mean,
I
if
just,
anything,
I
I
just
feel
don't
like
see it, man. I
they-
really don't.
They have to just find a band that has gone through something similar where it's just the drummer left, that like everyone else is like, I'm done with music and I still play the drums. Can I do this for you?
I
and
don't,
even then, that's
Does-
a tough sell.
Does Mike Shinoda play drums?
I don't see it because like it's not even because like the other band that we were obviously alluding to, like they replaced the bassist, and discrediting a bassist. I'm not discrediting the relationship they had with Cliff and the relationship they had to Jason. But Dave and Taylor were like
Best of
friends, like brothers,
yeah,
like
100%.
So, and like they were on Stern recently. I've seen like recent interviews with it, and like the love that they had for each other, I feel like is on a different level.
That's what,
that
like,
it's more than
can you
just.
think of a time where you saw Dave recently where Taylor was not next to him?
They were literally just
100%.
on Stern a
Even
month
when
ago
they,
together,
and they did like the. I love the 80s. I love the 90s. Like, the Foo Fighters were on there, and it was Dave and Taylor. It was those two, like, sitting on a love seat together, like, reminiscing and having the time of their life.
Like, if they, not to discredit the other guys in the band, but, like, those two were kind of the out front. They were the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, it would name other members of the Foo Fighters. Unless you're, like, a diehard fan, you don't know anyone besides Dave and
like,
Taylor.
going to our previous... Our first band that Ryan brought up, like Kiss, is Gene and Paul. They've replaced other members throughout the history of that band,
right? And that's because and it's kind of the difference between Kiss and the Foo Fighters is Kiss was the first like rock music as a brand,
sure,
because it was for the longest time where it wasn't. The names of it wasn't Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. It wasn't all of them. It was.
You want more?
The rapper fell on the floor. I just don't want.
You want more circus peanuts?
No, I don't. I just don't want one of the dogs.
Do you want a caramel?
But I do not.
It was the Star Child, the Catman, and it was the characters of the paint that was them.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why now there's touring groups of Kiss that don't have any of the original members involved.
Well, there's tribute bands.
But also, like, Kiss kind of, I think they used to, I don't know if they still do, but I thought that they licensed out Kiss. And there was other people in the band that traveled.
Well, there's
Kiss.
in like official Kiss is Gene and Paul, and then Tommy and Eric, the guitar. But there's no other version of Kiss that's not.
Is that Eric Carr? Eric Singer?
That's Eric Singer. Eric Carr had replaced Peter Criss, but then passed away in '91.
Oh,
yeah.
So it would definitely not be him.
Would definitely not be him. That's correct.
100% not. Yeah.
Legacy.
But yeah, but in but I like if Gene or Paul were like done, or something tragic happened to them, I don't think they would replace like that. That was my point. Or like.
100% not. Yeah.
Same
with like when the Beatles, like they didn't continue touring.
Right.
They
were
just done.
So yeah, I would be shocked if the Foo Fighters would continue.
The Foo Fighters.
Let's go a little bit more rapid. Like this one was a more passionate one. Is an unfortunate recent tragedy. But Matt, let's do a little bit more rapid fire for this one. We'll wrap up here.
Yeah, I will do a band that 4 of the 5 members of 3 Count Thursday saw recently, and I'll say Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh.
So we'll start with Jim since we're round tabling
because
Jim was
welcome to the jungle.
Jim was the one person that didn't go to the concert.
I did not go to the concert.
He didn't.
I welcome to the jungle
okay.
for me. I mean that opening riff, that's iconic. That screams. That's when I think of Guns N' Roses, the first song.
I will go. I think the other one, A1, A2, if you will, AB, and that's Sweet Child of Mine. I don't think that guitar solo to start that. Oh man, why'd you have to bring her up now?
Sorry,
Jim. There was no need for that.
I'm sorry.
Should I give this to? I mean, intern Mark is here. He did see Guns N' Roses. Should
I
slide Mark over?
Look,
on him?
I ate a circus peanut a half hour ago.
That's mind altering.
That is. You wanna give me the turn down thingy? So
No,
I can
just
hand it over to him.
keep
We're
going.
just gonna go live with the audio clickety clack.
Just keep going. Why are you doing that?
That's the sound. That's the sound. I told you to turn it down.
Why are you giving up the headset? Hi, Mark.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
We can hear you now. Mark, give us your Guns N' Roses song. What's their song that
I'm going to give Ryan my headset.
Oh, Jesus.
The Guns N' Roses. Is that
Now I
what we're
can talk
talking
again.
about
He
here?
couldn't hear.
what
because
song-
he didn't have headsets on. He couldn't hear.
What song will Guns N' Roses be remembered by?
What song? will
And
Guns
you
N' Roses-
cannot say.
You can't say "Welcome to the Jungle." You can't say "Sweet Child of
You
Mine."
can't say
We
Sweet
all
Child
could
of
say
Mine.
the same Kiss song though. Just to be very
I
clear
mean-
about those rules.
To be fair,
There's only one Kiss song.
I was going to say, I
that's
feel like
good.
if the rest of you guys had to name other Kiss songs, then we'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I named
all right,
4
I
others.
got this. November Rain,
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Stairway to Heaven of the '90s.
And that's great because that's not the song I would have picked, and I haven't picked any of those.
Tim's not here to
Tim's
pick.
not here to pick it, so
what
I'm going
happened
to
to
say it's going to be Paradise City. Paradise City would have been my Guns N' Roses
So
song
good.
that you're
So, Ryan, you're
remembering.
handing the headset back to
We're handing
Tim.
the headset back to Tim.
And now Mark's handing your headset back to you.
It's another
Alright,
sound
so-
effect.
Yeah, so there's
So, Tim, since you didn't have your headset on, you clearly could not hear
not
the
have heard.
responses.
No.
Intern Mark said November Rain.
Yep.
And Matt, you said,
I said Paradise City.
okay.
And the first was
Ryan said Sweet Child of
Sweet
Mine.
Child of Mine.
Sweet child of mine.
I want to make sure I have the name of the song right.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes,
I would rather
give us a
not.
bar or two. Can you give us a word or two?
It's a Guns N' Roses song.
Guns N' Roses song. Is it Civil War?
It's not Civil War.
Is it Chinese Democracy?
It would never be Chinese Democracy.
Good answer.
Something to do with the
You
spaghetti.
need to go under there? There you go. Sorry,
It
the
has
dog.
absolutely nothing to do with the spaghetti incident. Although we had a spaghetti incident.
I feel
right
like I
before you
might
showed
know
up.
what song you're thinking
Is it Mr.
of.
Brownstone?
No.
Is it Night Train?
See, because now I'm. See, I'm.
Is it I Used to Love Her?
No.
I bet it's patient.
But every
Is
time
it,
that
Patience?
song,
It might be Patience.
Patience would be a good
He's
one.
testing ours with this.
That's my. So, when I was going through, I was immediately trying to remember the name of Live and Let Die.
Okay.
oh, okay.
That's a cover song.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Is that all right?
That's. I mean, it's their. It's,
I'll allow
I'll
it.
pass it.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
Hurt
Knocking
is
on Heaven
Johnny
Doors.
Cash's song. Let's be
Knocking
honest.
on
Heaven
Heaven's
Door
Doors
could be
is a
that
good
one.
cover
But-
as well, yeah.
I think for me, true to me, it's Patience.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all.
I like that. And I was going to go with the band that you thought I was going to go with, so you didn't name them, and I will go with Metallica. So, Ryan, in the spirit of the game, I will lend you to name the first Metallica
Yeah,
song.
I don't. And I think we actually talked about this at the diner. I don't think you get a better Metallica song than one.
Really?
From video to song, musically, lyrically, that song encapsulates Metallica. Again, if I had to bring somebody to Metallica, I would play one and say, "Watch and hear this.
This is Metallica.
This is," and then you can go older and thrashier, newer and more mainstream. But that's the song that I would bring them to.
Is that what I
with
picked?
Metallica.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mark, do
One.
you have a...
Metallica? Oh, yeah. Is that
Okay, Mark does know Metallica. I'm going to
Okay,
hand my.
hand the headset.
We're talking about Metallica.
We are,
talking about
and
Metallica.
Smokey had said one, the song
One.
one.
Yeah, you can't pick one
I
by
can't pick
So you
Metallica.
can't say it. We know you didn't hear it because you didn't have your headset on.
I didn't hear the question. I did see Metallica live twice.
Really? Are you serious?
I am serious. It was one heck of a show.
Jesus Christ.
One heck. You
Tim,
wanna hear
what
about
are you
it?
picking?
So what happened was Suicidal Tendencies was opening.
Mark, we need a
Hey.
Metallica song. WrestleMania starts in an hour, so we need
All right.
we need a song.
All right, be real serious here. I got to go with Enter Sandman.
Okay. All right.
Got to
Another
go with it.
great
Of course,
answer.
you have to, yeah.
You know, in the ECW arena, when Sandman would come down there, they would play Enter Sandman,
Enter
Tim,
Sandman.
in the ECW arena.
Tim?
And it's
So
also
good.
I think to make his point more, Enter Sandman's like the big push into mainstream.
Yes.
Where
Yes.
where Metallica became bigger than just like being a metal band
Yeah.
Yes.
and actually going into the mainstream. For me, I'm actually going to go a little newer than even Enter Sandman.
Okay.
I am going to go with it's a personal favorite for me, but I'm going to go Hero of the Day.
Ooh. Okay.
It gives you a lot of those older Metallica vibes, but also it gets you into like the ballady thoughts of Metallica, where they can give you a radio type song, but also be a little hard with it too.
All right, Matt.
I'm going to go back to old school Metallica with Nothing Else Matters.
Solid. Can't go wrong with that one. Oh man, it leaves me a lot of options.
You can literally pick anything on the Saint Anger album.
He's going to say the memory remains.
No. La, 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 la. No, I'm gonna go Unforgiven.
Yep.
I'm gonna go Unforgiven, the first one off the Black Album. Unforgiven 2 solid, but man, just the Black Album as a whole is so good. Their first real big critically acclaimed, and yeah, the Unforgiven just it's powerful, but it's ballad-ish.
Yeah.
Just awesome.
Yeah, there's definitely some ballad themes to that one. Yeah.
I'm a big Unforgiven 2 fan.
I love the Unforgiven too, but I think the first one embodies Metallica as a whole better than the second one. Second one, great, and like I don't think the second one makes sense without the first one. So that I think holds that as well. Well, I think unless Mark wants to nominate a band,
Mark, nominate a band.
dare we?
We're doing just bands.
Yeah, a band,
Bands.
and then
Or artist. You can do like
Yeah,
any
or-
musician.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go for it.
You have 1 minute.
Man. Well, if we're going to do an artist, I got to go with Rihanna.
Okay.
okay, all right.
Now I get to kick things off here?
No.
No, you got
No,
to
I'll
last.
You got to turn it
Tim?
to Tim.
All right, I'm going to turn it to Tim. Tim, Rihanna. Riri.
It's not fair because there's a feature on it, but to me, it's Umbrella.
Okay.
I think it's Umbrella.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong there.
There's no wrong answer. With
Okay.
Rihanna.
Yeah, that's a good one. For me, I'm going to go with Rude Boy.
Okay.
Also a feature on it, though.
It's a good one.
I always enjoyed. That one's a good one.
Give Big Jim a chance to.
No,
look up a
I
song?
just I had to remember what the actual name of the song was, and for me, it's Diamonds.
Okay.
Diamonds hits.
God,
Diamonds hits, man. I
I
love
want
it.
to change my. I wish I could
Yeah.
change my answer.
I'm so glad you guys have like tapped out the 3 Rihanna songs that I'm familiar with. This is going to bode real well for Ryan without his phone to look up a Rihanna song.
Yeah,
Whew. What did you say again? You said
I said Umbrella.
Umbrella, right? Naturally, that was a good one.
And I said Rude Boy.
And you know what? I'll say the one that brought Rihanna to the table that I can think of. I will say Ponde Replay from Rihanna. That's the only other one I could think of.
There you go. Ryan's turning it back over to Mark. You would think they would for the amount of money we spent on these damn things.
Man. Now I get to pick one.
You
Is
get
that
to
how-
pick.
What'd you guys pick again? I couldn't hear you. I didn't have the headset on.
So Ryan, what did Ryan pick?
He said Ponce de Leon. The Explorer. It's a good song.
You did.
I picked Diamonds.
Diamonds.
I
You
said
got it
Rude
right.
Boy.
Rude Boy.
And Tim, you
Tim
took
said Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella.
Ella.
Ella.
Hey.
I'm going to go with this one was not released like a mainstream tune. This poor dog's tangled up in the cords.
Oh,
here.
no.
This beautiful animal. I'm going to go with Higher, which is a very short song, but you know what? It leaves me wanting more.
Was that a cover of the Creed, the classic Creed hit?
Is she really that tangled up in the cords?
Oh my
The poor
goodness!
dog's tangled.
Between under her body,
She's upset.
legs.
It is.
How did she do that?
Well, she was trying to get the circus peanuts. And
Well,
No, she knows better than
she,
that.
Matt. I think Matt's taught her well. All right, so Mark, you went higher.
I went higher. Check it out. It's a very short song, but it leaves you wanting more.
Well, I will have to give it a try.
So good.
I turned it the whole way down because I'm like, all you're going to hear is
Do
a
we? Okay.
dog trying to
together.
rustle through a microphone.
She's a beautiful animal. There's no question about
There we
that.
go. There we go. Good.
We're free.
We got it back. We recovered. I think we're at the end, aren't we?
I think we're at the end.
We are out of time, but
Desperately out of time.
this one was fun. Again, make sure you just go to 3countthursday.com. That's where you can get all of the everything going on with 3 Count Thursday. Follow us on all of our social media at 3 Count Thursday, and make sure you subscribe to the podcast, the Patreon, the YouTube, and everything else. Until next time, enjoy.